Yukto naman. Lekor mo. Yukto naman. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Yasodhanantana Vrajajanarantana Yasodhan Yasodhanantana Vrajajanarantana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stotra Saraswati Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stotra Saraswati Srimad His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, Srila Prabhupada ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की मथुरा धाम की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र महारानी की श्री श्री निताई गौर सुंदर की श्री श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्री कृष्ण भगवान की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 51, Text 57, Translation and Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Yunjananam abhaktanam pranayamadivir. Please. Chiram yiha vrijinartas tapyamano anutavair avitrishasat amrit amitro alabda swandi katanchit saranada samupedastvat paratman abhayam rudam asogam pahimapannam isha. Chiram iha vijinartastapyamano anutabair avitrishasat amitro alabda swandi kadanchit karanata samupedastvat padapcham paratman abhayam rudam asogam pahimapannam isha. Chiram iha vrijinartastapyamano anutabair avitrishasat amitro alabda sandi kadanchit karanada samupedastvat padapcham paratman abhayam rudam asogam pahimapannam isha. Translation. For so long I have been pained by troubles in this world and have been burning with lamentation. My six enemies are never satiated and I can find no peace. Therefore, O giver of shelter, O Supreme Lord, please protect me. O Lord, in the midst of danger, I have, by good fortune, approached your lotus feet, which are the truth and which thus make one fearless and free of sorrow. Om Tat Sat. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna-prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Jayapataka Swamin Dinamini Namacharya-padaya Nitai Kripa-pradayini Gaura-gada-damadaya Nagara-grama-darinye Namo Vishnu-padaya Krishna-prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti-vedanta Swamin Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desadarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So this is the prayer by King Muchukunda. So first we should know who is Muchukunda. The same question was asked by Parikshit Maharaja to Sukadeva Goswami. Who is that person? Who is his father's name? Everything asked by Parikshit Maharaja, and Sukadeva Goswami started explaining. When Krishna, when he was in Mathura, Jarasandha attacked the Yadavas for 17 times. When Jarasandha, first time when he came with a huge army, and actually Krishna killed all the soldiers, and Balaram was about to kill Jarasandha. Krishna told, no, don't kill Jarasandha, leave him now. He said, only if we leave now, he will bring more armies. And I want to remove the burden of the earth by killing all the asuras. Jarasandha, he was asura, a demon. So naturally, his associates are all demons only. So Krishna, actually, Bhumi Devi prayed to Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma, taking all the demigods, went and prayed to Tirudasai Vishnu for protection. And Krishna actually promised that I will appear as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, and I will remove the burden of the earth. Because Bhumi Devi was feeling the weight of the demons. Bhumi Devi can tolerate any amount of weight, but she cannot tolerate a demon's weight. Why? Because demons, asuras tat vivarvyayaha. Asuras, they don't surrender to Krishna. So she is feeling that weight only. So when Krishna was fighting with Jarasandha, Lord Balaram was about to kill Jarasandha. So Krishna told, no, don't kill Jarasandha now. Because he will bring some more armies, huge armies he will bring further, and we will destroy all the armies. In this way, we will remove the burden of the earth. The earth will feel light uh, because of killing all the asuras. So in this way, Jarasandha also, he fought 17 times, and each time he brought huge armies. And Krishna and Balaram, they will destroy the whole army. They will allow Jarasandha to go back. Jarasandha felt very bad because he was a Kshatriya. Losing the battle, going back to the kingdom, it is almost like a death for him. So Jarasandha, like this, he was going 17 times, and 18th time also, Krishna knew very well that Jarasandha will come again with all the armies. The 18th time, Jarasandha was trying to attack Yadavas with a huge army. At the same time, Kalayavana, he was a warrior. Kalayavana also called from Narada Muni, because Kalayavana was searching for a right opponent. So he asked Narada Muni, who is the right opponent for me? I want to fight. Pride actually, because of too much power, position, pride will come. That pride is the biggest hurdle to surrender to Krishna. Kunti Devi is saying, Janmaishwarya, Sudasribir, Yenamana Madapuma, Naivargat Abhitadumvai, Swamakinjana Kocharam. The people, when they have wealth, reputation, position, beauty, knowledge, health, when they possess all these things, then naturally the false ego within the subtle body, it will create pride, and they will not surrender to Krishna. This is the way Maya is working. Naivarvat abhitadum vai tvam akinchana pocha. A person is not having all these opulences, then easily he can pray to the Lord, like Muchukunda is praying now. He can easily pray to the Lord in a utter helplessness mood. And Krishna is pleased by that prayer only. One cannot conquer Maya by our scholarship or whatever it is. One may have all spiritual knowledge, but still he cannot cross Maya. The gathering philosophical knowledge from the scriptures and assimilating all those things, that is only the intelligence role. Intelligence only is doing that role. But surrender will not happen. Surrender has to happen from Atma. Atma has to surrender. Many times we may exercise our lower faculties, but Krishna wants us, that is Atma, to surrender to Krishna. That is what Krishna wants. So, till we do that, till that time now, we will depend on our other faculties, that is intelligence, mind, and so many things, talents. So, that's why surrender will not happen so easily. So, Muchukunda pastime is very beautiful pastime. So, Kalayavana, he was asking for a right opponent from Narada Muni. So, Narada Muni actually he knows the plan of the Lord, because he's the confidential servant of the Lord, Narada Muni. So Narada Muni told, yes, Krishna and the Yadavas, they are the suitable opponent for you. You can go and fight in Mathura. Like that he gave information. Narada Muni gave this information, Kalayavana came. With 30 million soldiers, that is what is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. With 30 million soldiers, Kalayavana, barbarian, he attacked Mathura, completely encircling the whole Mathura with 30 million soldiers. So simultaneously, Uh, Two warriors they are attacking Yadavas. One is Jarasandha, huge army, and another is Kalayavana with 30 million soldiers. But Krishna, for Krishna, nothing is impossible. See, that is the meaning of the Supreme Lord. He can do anything. The entire material energy is working under his supervision. He can manipulate the matter in any way he wants. That is the meaning of the Supreme Lord. We don't have that power. How much ever we have talent, everything, no? Still, some situations will be beyond our control. We cannot go beyond that. The situation is teaching all of us that we have to surrender to Krishna. Sometimes we'll face some difficult situation. No? In everybody's life, difficult situation will come. Really, Krishna is teaching that I am the Supreme Lord. I am only creating the tough situations. His divine grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada's Guru, saying that Lord Gaurasundara puts his devotees into various difficulties and tribulations to test their patience and strength of mind. Success depends upon their good fortune. That is what actually Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaurasundara, he will test the devotees also by giving difficult situations. So, when Krishna is testing by giving tough situations, we are insignificant souls. What we can do? We cannot even cross Maya. We cannot even understand the Maya's role. Maya is the shadow energy of the Lord. Chayeva yasya bhuvanani vibharti durga. Maya is not the divine potency of the Lord. She is the shadow energy. Even Maya's functions we cannot understand properly. We are so insignificant. So Krishna is teaching. Purposely he will create some difficult situations for everybody. He may try very hard to come out of the problem. Actually, Krishna is the fifth factor. In all our endeavor, if we want success, actually Krishna has to sanction. Paramatma has to sanction. He is the fifth factor. 5 factors of actions are there. Body, senses, endeavor, performer. Performer is Atma. The fifth factor is Paramatma. Body, senses, performer and endeavor. These 4 factors are within our jurisdiction. But the fifth factor is not within our control. That is Krishna, Paramatma. Sometimes we may do vigorous endeavor. Krishna is not sanctioning means we will not get the result. The intelligent person, he will understand, immediately he will surrender to Krishna. So, why I am saying, Krishna is the master of the material energy. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacha. Under my supervision, this material energy is working. Material energy means Maya. It has got different names. Material energy, material nature, Maya, various names are there. So Krishna is saying this Maya is working under my supervision. So Krishna, if he wants, he can manipulate in any way he wants. So what he did, simultaneously Jarasandha is also attacking. And Kalayavana also is attacking with 30 million soldiers. So Krishna, what he did, expertly he managed. For him, there is no confusion. For us only when something, tough situation comes, we will become anxious. This itself is a proof that we are insignificant jivas. We will become tensed, right? Worrying so much. But Krishna is saying, I am the father and mother. I am the father and mother. Pidakamasi Jagado Mata Dada Pidam. And saying, I am the father and mother of all the jivas. If we depend on him, then he can solve all our problems. Sarvadurgani, Machitta, Sarvadurgani, Mat Prasada Tarishyari. If anyone is remembering me always, Machitta, Sarvadurgani. Sarvadurgani means all types of problems. Durgani means problems. All types of problems. Krishna is saying, he will be freed from all those problems by my mercy. Mat prasada tarishati. He can cross over all the problems by my mercy. Provided we have to depend on Krishna. Depending on the Lord, that is actually the important factor, important element in Saranagati. Depending on the Lord, depending on the mercy of the Lord. Actually, that we have to exercise our free will properly, and we should depend on Krishna. Because of our long association with matter, we are always actually trying to defend us with our own talents, intelligence, and so many other things. But Maya will defeat, constantly she will defeat. She is standing in the back and she will defeat all our efforts. Her role is, she wants us to surrender to Krishna. That is her role. Prabhupada used to say in the lecture, Maya is doing a thankless job. Thankless job. Nobody will thank Maya's function. Maya is always distracting us from Krishna, and she will create problems. Indirectly, she is asking us, she is pushing us to surrender to Krishna. The intelligent person will understand. That is the meaning of intelligence. Intelligence means it is not about possessing many degrees. No. That is not intelligence. That is actually Maya Abhakruta Jnana. When somebody is possessing many material qualifications, as per Bhagavad Gita, it's mentioned that his knowledge is stolen by Maya. Maya Abhakruta Jnana. Intelligence is different as per Bhagavad Gita. Intelligence means he understands that Maya is only distracting me. Let me surrender to Krishna. He will offer prayers humbly. That is the meaning of intelligence. See, the material world, people are understanding intelligence means if they possess many material qualifications, very expertly, if they handle problems, they are thinking that is the intelligence. Actually, as per Bhagavad Gita, as per scripture, it's completely opposite. Intelligence means surrendering to Krishna, accepting Krishna's supremacy and praying to the Lord. Big devotees, exalted devotees, they are all praying to Krishna only. Krishna, please protect me from the clutches of Maya. Even Brahma is praying. Brahma is the most intelligent person, he is praying. Last Sunday we were discussing that sloka from Bhagavad. Brahma is praying. So, what Krishna did now, by his Yogamaya potency, he constructed a huge palace inside the ocean. Who can do this? Krishna did that 5,000 years before. That is called the Dwarka. So Krishna constructed this Dwarka palace inside the ocean so that the Yadavas, they will be protected safely. Because Jarasandha is constantly attacking, and Krishna made this plan. And by his Yogamaya potency means Krishna is having divine potency. So we can understand Krishna only if we are raised to Yogamaya potency. Only if we come under the jurisdiction of Yogamaya potency, then only we can understand Krishna. We are always under the strong grip of Mahamaya. That is why we are not able to understand Krishna. Who is Krishna? We are not able to understand. Theory wise only we are learning. I was saying some other class, understanding is different, faith is different. Understanding means one can understand by studying scriptures. That is actually happening through the intelligence. But that intelligence also it is under false ego. But faith is different. Faith actually, it has to come from Atma. And Paramatma has to give that realization. If Paramatma is pleased by our loving devotional service, then Krishna will give that realization and Atma will receive that realization in the form of faith. That's called faith. So faith is different. Faith is very tough. We are all having faith on the matter only. But surrender means faith on Krishna. Very difficult. That is the meaning of spiritual life. Spiritual life means having faith on Krishna. So when we analyze with this definition, we have not at all touched spiritual life. We have not at all touched. Because we have faith, strong faith on the matter only. So Krishna, what he did, he simply transported the whole Yadavas by his Yogamaya potency. One night actually. See, that is the meaning of Urukrama. Krishna is having this name called Urukrama. Urukrama means that he can perform uncommon tasks which nobody can imitate, even imagine also. He can perform that type of task. That's the meaning of Urukrama. Heroic activities, he can do that. So Krishna constructed Dwaraka through Vishwakarma inside the ocean, and within a night, within one night actually, Krishna transported the whole Yadavas. Huge. Yadavas, no? Yadu Vamsa, Yadu dynasty. The huge quantity. So Krishna transported the whole Yadavas from Mathura to Dwaraka. And Krishna saw that, okay, all the Yadavas are nicely protected inside the Dwaraka palace in the middle of the ocean. So nobody can approach and create any disturbance to the Yadavas. Krishna saw like that. Okay, when everybody was shifted to Dwaraka, then Krishna what he did now? He simply walked out of the Mathura. Started walking. Krishna started walking out of the Mathura, then the barbarian Kalayavana. He saw Krishna. Then immediately he recognized he must be the personality of Godhead. Because he heard about Krishna's beauty from Narada Muni. Narada Muni explained how Krishna looks like and what is his beauty. Everything explained Narada Muni. So Kalayavana simply reconciled the Narada Muni's statements and he understood that he must be Krishna. He must be the personality of Godhead. The dazzling beauty. Krishna was just walking. In the war field. The Kalayavana started running to catch Krishna. And it's mentioned in the Bhagavatam, nobody can touch Krishna by our own endeavor. Yesham tvandakaram bhavam jananam punya karmana te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridavvradaha. Very nice sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Tvandakaram bhavam. When all the sinful reactions are eradicated completely. Esham tvandakaram bhavam jananam punya karmana. Those type of pure souls, right? Those souls only can perform devotional service with great determination. See? As per this definition, again we will all fail. Because the sinful reactions are not eradicated fully. Only in that state, when completely when it is eradicated, in that state only he can perform devotional service. Many times we discuss this point. Devotional service is a heavy word. Very easily, cheaply and all we cannot use that word. Devotional service, it begins after liberation only, as per Prabhupada. In 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita, 2nd sloka Prabhupada is writing, purport. Actual devotional service begins after liberation. When all these sinful reactions are completely eradicated, that state only one can perform devotional service to Krishna. So Kalayavana, he was running behind Krishna to catch Krishna, but Krishna was simply walking. He was simply walking in the war field without any weapon. So Kalayavana thought, okay, Krishna is not having a weapon, so let me also throw all the weapons. Kalayavana was trying to catch Krishna, running very fast, but he was not able to touch Krishna. Because Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, he cannot be touched by our own physical endeavor. It's not possible. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavridaha mudoyam nabijanadi loko mam ajam avyayam. Very nicely Krishna is saying. Naham prakasha sarvasya. I will not be revealed. I am not revealed to everyone. Why? We are all under the strong grip of Mahamaya, Krishna's shadow energy, lower energy only. So as soon as we reject Krishna, Prabhupada is saying, as soon as we reject Krishna, immediately we are under the strong grip of Maya and the three modes are constantly harassing us. That is what actually Muchukunda also is praying here. My six enemies are never satiated. For so long I have been pained by troubles in this world and have been burning with lamentation. These are all the effect of Maya. These are all the effects of Maya. We are all having this experience, no? Burning with lamentation. Prabhupada is saying in one lecture, material life means Prochati, Kankshati. Kankshati means desires, possessing desires. Sochati means when our desires are not fulfilled, lamentation. Right? Everybody is lamenting, no? Constantly, ayyo, why it is happening? Why it is happening for me like this? Lamentation, no? It is the effect of Maya. Maya is throwing this Rajoguna, influencing us with Rajoguna. Immediately lamentation will come. Ayyo, why it is happening to me? So these two things only are the active principle of material life. Desires, possessing desires, and the desires are not fulfilled, lamentation, lamenting. So that is what Muchukunda also is saying, burning with lamentation. So this is the effect of Maya. One cannot cross Maya so easily. Mameva ye prabatyande mayam edam taradite. Surrender. Ranagadi. Ranagadi will not happen even for devotees also. Very tough. Very difficult. So, when a jiva completely surrenders to the Lord, surrendering to the Lord means not at all depending on the matter, depending only on Krishna in all situations. That is the meaning of surrender. Avyabhicharena bhakti yogena. Prabhupada is writing in the translation, unfailing in all circumstances, performing devotional service to the Lord. We will all fail. When difficult situation comes, we will not depend on Krishna. We will depend on our intelligence, our physical health, and our talent. In this way, actually, we are failing in our surrender to Krishna. So this barbarian Kalayavana was not able to touch Krishna because Krishna cannot be touched simply by our physical endeavor. Tadā paramahamsānām munīnām amalatmanām bhakti yoga vidhanartam kadam pasyete striya. Mundi Devi is praying. Big yogis, they are trying to capture Paramatma inside the heart. Still, it is not possible. Paramatma is sitting in our heart now. One, as Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, very senior devotee, was saying in one lecture, suppose somebody is embracing you very tightly, okay, but Paramatma is so close to you than that person. He is very, very close to the jiva, always sitting with the jiva, but still we cannot see Krishna, we cannot see Paramatma. See how Paramatma can be seen only when we are raised to when we come under the jurisdiction of Yogamaya, and only we can see Krishna. So the barbarian Kalayavana was trying very hard to capture Krishna. He was just in 1 inch gap only. Krishna was always moving like that, 1 inch gap. So that he's actually, this Kalayavana was tempted more and more. Oh, no, only 1 inch, I can capture Krishna. Again and again he was running. In this way, Krishna was leading him to a mountain cave. This is the illusion, Krishna's illusion. So the dark mountain cave, Krishna entered inside. Kalayavana also entered inside the mountain cave. He saw a man was lying down, sleeping in the dark mountain cave. Then Kalayavana thought that he must be Krishna. See how illusion is working. See, it is like by our own, with our own finger, poking our eyes. In this way only Maya will work. We may be thinking that I am so intelligent, but that intelligence also is under false ego. That false ego is created by Maya. We should understand. Sometimes when we have nice material qualifications, we will be thinking that I am so intelligent. But Maya can easily defeat us. That is why I told that real intelligence means surrendering to Krishna. So-called intelligence, in the material world, that is actually under the jurisdiction of Mahamaya. We are all thinking that is intelligence. Spiritual perspective is completely opposite to the material perspective. So, this Kalayavana was thinking that he must be Krishna. That thought is produced by Maya. Unknowingly it is happening. He thought he must be Krishna. But actually he is not Krishna. One man was lying down for many, many years, deep sleep, inside the mountain cave. So he thought with great anger, Kalayavana kicked him with his leg. With great force he kicked that man. So that man was actually awakened and he saw, rolling his eyes, who is that person? Disturbed my sleep. And he saw, glanced at this barbarian, Kalayavana. That's all. Within a second, Kalayavana was burnt into ashes. And when Kalayavana was burnt into ashes, then Krishna, on the corner of the cave, Krishna exhibited his beautiful transcendental form in front of this person, Muchukunda. And Muchukunda, now he already got up. Then he was seeing Krishna's beautiful 400 form, Sangha Chakra Kara Padma. Now standing, and the whole cave was fully effulgent because of transcendental effulgence produced from his spiritual body. So Muchukunda was completely surprised. Who is this person? Very beautiful. So much effulgence is coming from his form. And he witnessed the 400 form of the Lord. Then Muchukunda, first he introduced himself. He said, I am Muchukunda, the son of Mandara, King Mandara, coming from the Ikshwaku dynasty. Famous Ikshwaku dynasty. So I am coming in the dynasty, I am the son of King Mandara. My name is Muchukunda. He introduced himself to Krishna first. Then he said, I was actually the demigods headed by Indra. They asked for my help. I am a warrior. They asked my help in conquering the Asuras. So I fought for the sake of the demigods. And in that war, actually, I was able to get victory for the demigods. For a long period, I fought. Then, after some time, the demigods, they got the help of Kartikeya, Muruga, right? Muruga, no? Kartikeya was the commander general of the demigods. So when the demigods got the help of Kartikeya, then they told Muchukunda, now you can be relieved. Now we have Kartikeya. And the Indra was very pleased by Muchukunda's sacrifice. Indra told, you actually, Muchukunda, you fought for us for so many years. Now if you go back to your kingdom, nothing will be there. All your associates, everybody were washed away by the tide. A powerful time. And your contemporaries, your associates, nobody will be there now. So you did a very big sacrifice for all of us. I am very pleased with you. So what boon you want? Except liberation. Actually, sloka is coming like this. Except liberation, you can ask any boon from us. Important point. Demigods, they cannot offer mukti. Krishna is called Mukunda. Because Muk plus Munda, Krishna only can offer mukti. Mukti means liberation from birth and death cycle. Only Krishna can offer. Nobody else can offer this. So demigods, headed by King Indra, he told this. You can ask any benediction except liberation. Because that is not in our jurisdiction. Only Lord Vishnu can give that. Sloka is coming like that. Then Muchukunda, he was actually fighting for many years, He was very tired. So Muchukunda told, I want to sleep nicely. Nicely I want to sleep. Nobody should disturb my sleep. If anybody disturbs my sleep, then I should burn them with ashes. This type of boon I want. So Indra can offer this boon because it is after all material only. Demigods, they can offer only material benedictions. They cannot raise us from birth and death cycle. Only Krishna can do that. In Bhagavad Gita, in the 7th chapter, Antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavadi alpamedasham devan deva yajoyanti madbhakta yanti mamavi. Krishna is saying in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Antavattu phalam tesham. Alpamedasham. Alpamedasham means less intelligent people. Less intelligent people, they will go to demigods, and their benedictions also is temporary only. Temporary only. Why? Demigods also, they will also die. They will also die. So they can offer only temporary benedictions. That is why Yajantiri Sumetasara. Intelligent people, they will come to Krishna. Intelligent people want to escape from this miserable material world. They want to go back to Krishna, Goloka Vrindavana. So those people, they will worship Krishna because they have understood Krishna's supremacy. Morning I was saying in the Bhagavad class, Babalundana Kovidedi. Kulasegaralvar is singing in Mukundamala Sutra like this. Babalundana Kovidedi means he is glorifying Krishna like this. Kovidedi means expert. He is expert in stealing our birth and death cycle. Repeatedly we have undergone this birth and death cycle. Jiva is repeatedly taking birth, death, old age, disease, constantly is going on. That is why Muchukunda also is saying, I have been pained by troubles in this world for so long. This is the status of the Jiva, the material world. Constantly suffering only. So Baba Lundana Kovidedi, Kulasegarad was singing, Oh Krishna, Oh Mukunda, you are expert in stealing our material existence. I was saying in the morning lecture, Krishna is expert in stealing butter. He is not only expert in stealing butter, but he is expert in stealing our material existence also. That is what we want. Baba Lundana Kovideri. He is glorifying Krishna in a poetic way. So, this Muchukunda, he was he introduced himself to Krishna. And I asked this boom, and the demigods, they offered this boom. So I am sleeping. I was sleeping for a long time inside this cave. And some stranger, they came, disturbed me, and I opened my eyes, and that person was burnt into ashes because of his sinful reactions. Mentioned. Because of his sinful reactions, this Kalayamana was burnt into ashes. Now I am seeing you. Please tell me, who are you? Muchukunda is asking. In a humble way is asking. And Krishna also is answering in a very humble way. Actually my father's name is Vasudeva, mother's name is Devaki, and my name is, because I am the son of Vasudeva, everybody calls me as Vasudeva. Krishna is saying very humbly, everybody calls me as Vasudeva. And Krishna is saying, I have taken many janmas. Nobody can count my births and my names and my qualities. Krishna is saying, one can count how many atoms are there. That itself is difficult for all of us. But Krishna is saying, one cannot count my divine qualities, my names and my births. That is the meaning of Mamepya Param Avyayam, the inexhaustible. Krishna is beyond our imagination. Only if we surrender, praying to the Lord all the time, then only Krishna, he is pleased with our simple, humble prayer, and Krishna will reveal himself. And only we can come out of Maya. That is the meaning of Mama Maya Duratyaya, my Maya. It's very difficult to overcome. Everybody would have got some experience, in their personal life, they would have got experience. Very difficult to overcome Maya. So Muchukunda, when he asked this question, Krishna was explaining about a supreme, transcendental nature. And Krishna told, oh Muchukunda, and Muchukunda asked this question, oh Krishna, then you are the Supreme Lord, yes, I accept with full faith. But why are you walking in the middle of the forest, on top of all these thorny bushes? Your lotus feet is so soft like a lotus petal. Gopis are praying in Gopika Gita. Nalina Sundaram Natade Padam. Padam means his feet is more delicate than lotus flower. So why are you walking in the thorny areas full of bushes, everything, and you are walking on top of that, in the middle of the forest? Why are you appearing in front of me like this? Muchukunda asked. That is a important point. Krishna spoke to Muchukunda. Oh Muchukunda, actually you are a devotee from many janmas. And in your previous janma, you prayed to me very sincerely. You prayed to have my darshan very sincerely. That is important. We have to pray to Krishna sincerely, with full heart. Our problem is we are listening to our mind's dictations. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada's direct disciple, is saying in one lecture, we are all constantly listening to our mind's dictations. That is why we are not getting that utter faith on Krishna. The mind only is the problem. Mind is the biggest problem to surrender to Krishna. From crores of janmas, we simply listen to the mind's dictation. The same habit is continuing in this janma also, even after taking up Hare Krishna mantra. Even after taking up Bhakti Yoga also, still we are listening to mind's dictations. That is why surrender, it is not happening for all of us. That is why Krishna is saying, Chidatmana prashandasya paramatma samahitaha. Very nice sloka. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying. Paramatma samahitaha. He has already attained Paramatma. If anyone conquers his mind. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita in 6th chapter. So we are constantly listening to the mind, and mind is producing substitutes only. Is what Satyanandana Swami Maharaj very nicely saying that Jiva can be happy only by developing relationship with Krishna. How much ever we get, he may get a huge bungalow and crores of rupees, so much sense enjoyment, we may get everything. Still, Jiva will be dissatisfied because Jiva is part and parcel of Krishna. Only by obtaining Krishna, Jiva will be fully satisfied. So, our mind is distracting us constantly by producing substitutes. Substitute desires. The real desire should be, I want Krishna. That should be our real desire. That is the meaning of Swartha Gadi. Many times we discuss this point. Prahlad Maharaj is saying Swartha Gadi. Swartha Gadi means our real self-interest is Krishna. But our mind is distracting us because of the influence of false ego. Mind is saying, no. If you get this, you will be happy. If you get money, you will be happy. If you get position, you will be happy. Constantly mind is distracting us. And we are listening to the mind, and that is the result of continuous material existence we are undergoing. That's what actually Srimad Bhagavatam is saying. Why we are undergoing repeated birth and death cycle? Simply because of listening to our mind's dictations. Even Muchukunda also is saying this in his prayer. So, that's why a spiritual life, it will start only if we don't listen to mind's dictations. And if we follow Krishna's teachings and the Acharya's teachings strictly, then actually Krishna will reciprocate. Krishna will be happy. If we say no to our mind, Krishna will be happy. That is why Krishna is sitting as Paramatma is watching. Whether he is accepting my instructions seriously or not, or he is listening to the mind or not, Krishna is watching. Jiva has got free will. Atachetvam ahankaran nasroshyasi vinakshasi, Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. Why is he saying like that? If you don't listen to me but act through false ego, you will be lost. Krishna is giving caution to all of us. Why is he saying that? Reason is, Krishna knows the Jiva has got free will. Krishna will not interfere in our free will. And it is our choice. We can use our free will in any way we want. Most of the time we will misuse our free will only. We will misuse our free will and we will decide to enjoy matter. That is the Maya illusion. That is why first we should read scriptures, what is happening, how our mind is cheating all of us. Only by reading the scriptures we will understand. Not by studying big degrees we can understand. No. Because those material qualifications are actually under the strong grip of mind. So one cannot understand how our mind is functioning, how our mind is cheating all of us. By studying matter, one cannot understand about mind. Only by studying scriptures, how our mind is cheating us, we can understand. Then we will take a decision. I want to listen to Krishna's teaching. That is the way actually spiritual life starts for the Jiva. So Muchukunda also is praying, this is the sloka, for so long I have been pained by troubles in this world. Yes, it's important. This material world, that is the meaning of conditioned life. Conditioned life means struggling for existence. Yesterday I was reading in Bhagavad purports. Maya, she is very expert. She is creating disparities amongst the human beings. Why she is creating? Because Maya is understanding the jiva, spirit souls, they are all having this lording over material nature. That tendency is there. Lording tendency. I want to be the master, lording over material nature. That tendency is there for all the jivas inside this material world. So Maya is, she's facilitating and she's creating disparities also amongst the people. So then only people will undergo sufferings. And when they undergo more and more sufferings, then intelligent people will realize, okay, this is not the right way. Let me turn towards Krishna. That itself will take many janmas. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prabhajyate. After crores of janmas only, Jiva is learning. Because of severe sufferings, Jiva is learning, no, this is not the right way. Let me turn, let me surrender to Krishna. That decision, no, Samahatma Sudurava. Very rare to see a Mahatma. Who is Mahatma? Mahatma means one who is surrendered to Krishna. He is called a Mahatma, as per Bhagavad Gita. Surrender means depending on the mercy of the Supreme Lord all the time. So he is praying. When Krishna introduced himself, he told that in your previous Janma, you prayed to me sincerely to have my darshan. You have forgotten. But I am remembering this. Because you prayed, sincerely. So how I can actually not reciprocate with your prayer? I have to do that. Krishna is having soft heart person. It's a soft hearted person, Krishna. When we pray sincerely, with utter helplessness, Krishna is noticing. Very good, very good. I will definitely I will reciprocate with you. Krishna will not cheat. Materialistic people, no, they will cheat. They will cheat all of us. That is the material world. Because in this material world, relationships are happening because of false ego only. So naturally, cheating propensity is always there for all the jivas. But Krishna alone, he will never cheat the jivas. So you have forgotten. You prayed to me in your previous janma. But I am remembering. That is why I am appearing in front of you with my four hands. Krishna told this. So this is from this Leela, actually His Holiness Manaswami Maharaj, Prabhupada's direct disciple, is saying that each and every Leela of the Lord, some divine qualities of Krishna will be exhibited. That we have to find out by studying the scriptures. In this particular Leela, Muchukunda Leela, deliverance of Muchukunda, what type of divine quality of the Lord is reflected or exhibited? As per Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna is having one divine quality. It's called Dakshinaha. Dakshinaha. I like this quality very much. Dakshinaha means Krishna is simple and liberal. He is very simple and liberal. Krishna is not complicated. We are only complicated because of under the grip of Maya, we are so complicated. Because of possessing false identification, we are behaving in a complicated way. But Krishna is like a child. He is the Supreme Lord, but he is playing as a child in front of Mother Yashoda. He is very simple. When we are freed from the influence of false ego, we will become like a child. We will have the childish behavior. Child is so innocent. No? That innocent behavior, simple behavior, that attracts everyone, even in this material world. Krishna is like that. Krishna is very simple. Even though he is the Supreme Lord, and Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, they are all praying to have even the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord. They are praying for that. So he is occupying a very big position, no? Supreme Lord. He is not like some prime minister of one country, not like that. He is the Supreme Lord of all the material world, of all the material planets. And actually in Bhagavad Gita, very nice sloka. Yasmaksharam atitoham aksharat apichottamah. Adosmi loke vedecha pradita Purushottama. Why Krishna is called Purushottama? Because he is the master of both Kshara and Akshara Jivas. Two types of Jivas are there. Jiva means spirit soul. Two types of spirit souls are there. Kshara and Akshara. Kshara Jivas, actually we are all Kshara Jivas. We have forgotten our relationship with Krishna. That is mean the Kshara Jivas, fallen Jivas. And Akshara Jivas are there. They will never forget Krishna even a moment. They always stay with Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan and Vaikuntha. They are called Akshara Jivas. They will never come down to this material world. And Aksharat Abhichottama. Krishna is the master of both Kshara and Akshara Jivas. And he is that is why in all the planets and in all the Vedas, they are glorifying Krishna as Purushottama. Krishna is humbly saying about himself in Bhagavad Gita. So, Krishna is not some ordinary person. He is a supreme personality. Right? He is the master of all the jivas. That Supreme Lord is appearing for a single person inside the mountain cave. How simple, no? Normally, I used to say this point. Suppose Prime Minister is there. The Prime Minister will not come to your house. If you call him, will he come to your house? He will not come. Because he is so famous. He is so famous and you cannot approach also. Right? So much protocols and everything is there. You cannot approach. That is the material world. That is the experience we have in this material world. When somebody is occupying a very big position, one cannot easily approach. Actually, that pride, everything will come. But Krishna, even though he is a supreme Lord, everybody is under him only. That is the meaning of Asama Urdhva. Asama Urdhva means Asama Urdhva. Nobody is above Krishna. That is what actually Vedas are saying. They are describing Krishna with this word, Asama Urdhva. Nobody is above Krishna and nobody is equal to Krishna. So that Krishna, even though he is a Supreme Lord, one Muchukunda, one single insignificant jiva, he prayed sincerely to have darshan of the Lord in his previous janma. He has forgotten. But Krishna is remembering, this is the time I want to give my darshan to this Muchukunda. So he appeared in the middle of the forest, inside a mountain cave for one single person. See, I will not mention the name. In 2004, we had one cultural program in our during our Janmashtami celebrations. We invited a very famous singer, very famous singer. We invited for our cultural programs. That person immediately asked our devotees, okay, I will come and sing in your programs, but how many people will come? She asked this question immediately, how many people will come? Whether huge audience will be there? It is the question she asked. We had experience. So, after all, the insignificant jiva, after possessing some little fame, some little wealth, right? They are becoming proud. No, I will not sing. So many huge audience should be there, then only I will sing. They demanded. She demanded actually. And we did all the efforts to bring gatherings, public gatherings. But Krishna is the Supreme Lord, is appearing for a single person. Why? Because Krishna is always pleased by our sincere devotion, sincere prayer. So Krishna is reminding now in front of Muchukunda, I appeared, actually you are able to see me because of your previous sincere prayer. That is why I am appearing in front of you. And Muchukunda glorified Krishna. Very big prayer actually. And this sloka is a prayer of Muchukunda. So let us discuss 2 minutes about this sloka. He is saying, my 6 enemies are never satiated. Who are all the 6 enemies? We were saying in the morning lecture, undercurrent. Undercurrent. The river, no? The river, the front portion, river will flow very smoothly. Very, very smoothly it will flow. But the underneath, some undercurrent will be there. One cannot notice it so easily. Same way, our internal six enemies, they are all undercurrents. Kama, lust, greed, anger, envy, pride, and illusion. They are all like undercurrents. Nobody notices this. Nobody can notice this. But it's inside. Inside. Actually, it is stored in the false ego. So it's called mental enemies. These six enemies, no, they are called mental enemies. It is situated in the mind only. Are never satiated is mentioned. Muchukunda is saying. Our mental enemies, no, it cannot be destroyed. By vigorous endeavor, still it will not go. Lust, anger, greed, because it is produced by Maya from the false ego. So Muchukunda is praying. So who can destroy these mental enemies? Six enemies. Only if these mental enemies are destroyed, then only bhakti will manifest in our heart. So Muchukunda is praying. He is praying, please protect me. Therefore, O giver of shelter, O supreme soul, please protect me. Prayer is important. When we pray to the Lord, actually, we are exhibiting our utter helplessness. We will try, when difficult situation comes, we will try very hard to come out of that problem by our endeavor. That endeavor, why we are putting that endeavor? Because we have material faith. When Rajoguna and Tamoguna, when it is influencing us, unknowingly, a material faith is created internally. Because of that material faith, we are putting material endeavors. Thinking that I can conquer, I can come out of this problem. But repeatedly will fail. So he is saying, and I can find no peace. Yes, this is our status. Our status also is like this. I can find no peace. Muchukunda is saying. Therefore, O giver of shelter, Saranada, is mentioned in the sloka. Saranada, one who gives shelter. Sripad Ramanujacharya is saying, Krishna is also called Narayana. Why? Because he can give shelter to unlimited jivas. He can give shelter. So that's why Supreme Lord has got this name Narayana, one who gives shelter to unlimited jivas. So Saranada, Muchukunda also is praying here, O giver of shelter. So Krishna will give shelter, he will give protection, provided if we pray to him with utter helplessness, with full faith. That's something actually we have to exercise our free will and do that effort, and only it will happen. That is why Prabhupada is saying most of the time we are misusing our free will only. Misusing of free will means we will depend on matter. Proper usage of free will means you will depend on Krishna. That is the meaning of proper usage of free will. So he is praying, please protect me. O Lord, in the midst of danger, I have, by good fortune, approached your lotus feet. Yes, in the midst of danger means material world is compared to an ocean. Ocean. In the ocean, anything can happen. Correct or not? Anything can happen. And the material world is compared to ocean in many, many places. Bhavasagara, and suddenly Maya will create some difficult situation. Some dangerous situations she will create. She is expert. Maya is expert. Right? We have got experience in our life. Suddenly some severe health problems will come and we will be undergoing the trauma, anxieties. Maya is expert. So Maya is indirectly forcing us to surrender to Krishna. Otherwise I will give you all types of problems. That is a role. So Muchukunda is saying in the midst of danger, yes, full of dangers only. Material world is full of dangers. Padam padam, yapti padam, nadesham. It's mentioned in Bhagavatam. In the material world, in each and every step, it's full of danger only. But Vaikunta is not like that. Vaikunta, Vegadayana Kunda, no more sufferings. No sufferings at all. in Vaikuntha and Goloka Vrindavana. The material world is completely opposite. So in the midst of danger, I have, by good fortune, approached your lotus feet. Yes, somebody actually is having faith on Krishna means Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying he is fortunate. He is fortunate person. Bhagyavan Jiva. He has developed faith on Krishna. Normally, people are not having faith on Krishna. They are having faith on matter only. Right? What is going on within us? We may think externally, yes, very good, very good. I am chanting Hare Krishna. I am reading Bhagavad Gita. But internally, whether I have faith on Krishna, unflinching faith on Krishna, I am having or not, we have to check it. So that is why we have to do this prayer every day. Krishna, please protect me. Muchukunda is praying, please protect me. Protect me from whom? Protect me from the clutches of Maya. Maya is only doing all types of dangerous situations. She is only creating because she is the in charge of this material world. Maya is the in charge of this material world. She can do anything. Now somebody is saying that Corona also again, again it is sprouting. Right? We are hearing the news. Now Maya is giving all these dangers. So constantly jivas are harassed by Maya because of our rejecting Krishna. We only rejected Krishna. That is why we are undergoing all these troubles. So intelligent person means he will pray to Krishna by constantly chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when we surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord, then Muchukunda is saying, which are the truth? Yes, Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna, he is the only the absolute truth. All other things are relative truth only. Relative truth means it will be changing. It will be changing because of the influence of the modes. It will be changing. And Krishna only is the absolute truth. He will never change. So he is saying, which are the truth? That means we are all approaching unreal things only in this material world. Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna, he is the only truth. That means all other things are unreal things. Created by Maya. Maya is creating this illusion and we are going behind all the illusory items thinking that this is real. That is actually Maya is doing that. But Krishna's lotus feet only is real. Krishna only is real. And which does make one fearless and free of sorrow. When we surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord, then we will not experience any fear. No more fear. Otherwise, constantly Maya will harass us by giving corona, by giving earthquake, by giving flood, by giving severe rains. Constantly she will torture us. Repeatedly it's happening. Right? We are reading news. So that is her role. So she is indirectly pushing all of us, go to surrender to Krishna. She is pushing. The intelligent person will understand. Okay? Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Patita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki Nitya Gaura Premanande.
Hare Krishna. So we thank His Prabhu for delivering such a wonderful discourse on Krishna and how he got delivered by Krishna. Prabhu. And so Hare Krishna. So we thank profusely Mr. Vijay Srinivasa here. So for delivering